Oh, no, I hear myself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I really did that just to, just to start the podcast. Welcome. Welcome to my first episode of MREs and Chaos. I'm kidding. This is Porch Thoughts. I need to turn down this volume just a little bit because I am losing my focus a little bit when I hear myself. I sound ugly. But we are here today with your host, which is me, Brandon, and then our guest of today, which is Secret Squirrel.
Evan. Cool.
Introduce yourself. What you do, what you like, what's life, how are you?
I am Evan. Life's going pretty good. Looking for a job. Contact me.
Job out there?
Contact me.
If you guys got a job out there, hook them up. Hook them up.
Nah, seriously though.
Like, dude.
No.
I'm not joking.
Oh my god, I'm joking.
You're joking.
I'm joking. Come on.
Nah, that's good, man.
How about you, Brian? How you doing?
I am doing. I'm here. I am hot and sweaty. I don't like it. Maybe we should turn this to couch thoughts instead of porch thoughts.
It's not a bad idea.
Maybe we'll do that for the winter.
Yeah.
Do some.
Have a fire crackling in the background.
Yeah.
Just your apartment building burning down.
I'm just gonna put it in the furnace.
With the furnace.
You're like, okay, guys, and today we're talking about. All right, but first thing we need to get off is government.
Yeah.
The first thing we need to talk about and get off our minds is the government, and we need to put y'all at ease. Y'all's mind at ease of what's going on with our water supply, because we all know everyone's like worried about it, and it's just like.
Man, this is getting a little serious. We're talking about butter in the water, bro.
Yeah. There's butter in the water. The
Butter in
government's putting butter in the water. Evan, you told me a whole thing you had, a whole theory, suspicion that you had with butter being in the water.
Yeah, I've been doing some research, mostly thought exercises, of course, but I came to a conclusion that there is indeed butter in our water, that it's brought on by the government taking out 98% of whole milk, pouring the 98% into the water, and it churns up and turns into butter, obviously. And of course, they resell regular milk as whole milk, and then they take 2%, and they take the remaining 2% and sell it off as 2%. So this is as simple as that. Everything's accounted for. The math adds up to 100.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Right. I mean, it makes sense to me, really. I mean, the government's been very sketchy about things. We got swimming pools. Swimming pools don't have chlorine, obviously.
It's obviously butter.
If they do have chlorine, then they have chlorine and butter.
Like, it's simple. Have you ever got butter in your eyes? It stings exactly the same as if you get chlorine in your eyes.
Exactly.
There's no difference.
Right. So my theory, well, not my theory, but my extension to this argument is that, think about it like this. When you have butter and you put it in a microwave, it melts into like until it's oily. Like it's basically oil.
Yeah. Turns into an oil-like substance. Yeah.
Right. So think about what happens in like the ocean. Like we always have like oil spills and other things like that occur. So it's kind of like, what else oil could it be? What are these oil factories doing that's leaking so much oil, if you want to call it that? What are they doing?
Maybe they're harvesting the butter, and the butter leaks out.
I think they're melting the butter and putting it in the water, and it leaks out. They're harvesting it, doing everything they can just to put butter in the water.
Oh my god. You might want to cut this helicopter part out.
Nah, we'll leave it in.
We'll leave it in? Okay.
Yeah. It'll prove how real this is that we're on a porch.
Yeah. It's not.
I said I was going to get some sweet teas.
Yeah, well.
Oh, no, I'll be right there. Here's some Arizona for you, my boy.
Yeah. We need to cut that whole part out because I didn't say anything ever.
Oh, okay. Oh well, maybe.
I mean, you'll hear what I said.
Yeah.
No, never
Our
mind.
drink of the day is Arizona sweet tea. We're not sponsored.
I'm not sponsored.
It's just
This
really
is simply something we are drinking at this time.
good. I don't know if it's me, but like the sweet tea in the smaller cans is sweeter than the ones in the large ones. Maybe it's just less concentrated butter.
Yeah. That's what they put in tea bags as well. It's just dried butter.
Yeah, I agree.
They just cook it a little differently. That's why it looks different.
You probably just boil it. Well, also you think about Pam spray. Why would the government not melt down butter and put it in a can to spray, keep things loose on your pan, like meat or whatever you cook on your pan?
Or spray it back into the water.
Exactly. They probably do it for convenience. They just go off the dock or wherever, the boat, just boom, put it in water.
Oh my god. Bro, that's just a lot.
Yeah. But also what we have in the midst of our presence, other than butter, is
Number 9.
MRE beef stew.
2 number 9s.
I hear that this is good from multiple people, including Evan. So I don't know how to prepare an MRE.
I'll show you.
So let's dig in. I'll look at some silverware.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to share that spoon. It's my spoon.
Some spoons?
Yeah. Go grab some water as well.
Water?
Yeah, we need to pour it into the heater. Unless you want to do sweet tea.
You'll probably be weird.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Vanilla pound cake. Heater, drink bag. Limeade, peanut butter, grape jelly, ooh. Sour Skittles, main meal, and a little bottle of Tabasco sauce. Ayo.
Bro, that looks wild.
It is. It's got the good stuff in it, man.
Oh, they even got like a Tabasco?
Yeah. But no, I don't think you understand. We can have PB&J as well.
What?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's got vanilla pound cake. This stuff. It's one of the best things in the MRE, but yeah, we got a little bottle of Tabasco sauce.
I've never seen one like this.
Yeah, they usually come in little pouches. So we're also gonna split these.
Ooh,
Sour
Skittles.
Skittles. They're my favorite. And if you like limeade, I could make some lemon.
Limeade?
Yeah, there's lemon lime, but yeah.
This is very interesting.
Place that on the ground or something. And this is where like the condiments and stuff are with the sugar. You can actually make coffee in here. That's a good coffee too.
I might say that for later.
Yeah. What you can actually do with those, not the best, something you can do is you can put all the sugar, the coffee, and the milk, or the dehydrated non-dairy fat creamer, and put that in a little thing of toilet paper or the napkins they give you. Put that in your mouth, and it's just like a coffee flavored dip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't do much for caffeinating you.
It's just good for aesthetic, I guess.
Then it tastes like coffee all day.
I mean, hey, I love coffee. So.
That's why I did it. So with this, I want you to read out the instructions there for me, my boy.
I don't know how to. Alright. Vapors released by the activated heater contain hydrogen.
No, it's just read the steps down there.
Operating instructions. Bag, pouch, heater, lines. Remove MRE pouch and paper sleeve from MRE. So that's step one.
Mhm.
So this is the paper pouch in here.
Can you see that again?
So this is the paper pouch. So one thing I see that's like not plastic.
No, that's the pouch, and then this little piece right here, where, so yeah, we turn off the top of the bag. Yeah, we keep it.
Okay.
No, don't take that out.
Oh, don't. Alright.
So, then what we'll do is we'll take the bag.
Alright.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
This might be dinner for tonight, boys. And girls. And men and women.
Singing, bro.
And any other gender on this thing like this.
Name 5.
Skittles.
Yeah.
More Skittles.
Yeah.
Dining ware. I'm just naming what I have on my table. I can't name 5. I could barely name 1. Because we all know that the only gender that exists is
Nerf.
Nerf.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Nerf or nothing. Yes, I agree.
Okay, so now this is going to start heating up that water in there.
So is that like the hand warmers?
I think so. It's just a bit hotter because it can burn you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's crazy. You can actually take these on planes.
No, with hand warmers.
Yeah. But then you put the heater in here. Put the heater in first, so I don't burn myself. Huh? Yeah. Or you know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, we can hear it as well. No, do not touch that. Just.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was about to grab him and be like, huh?
No. And then you do all this, and you prop it up with, and I quote, rock or something on the instructions.
Bombshell.
Yeah. Yeah, do
There we
that,
go.
and then give it a bit, and then you flip it around, or you can just eat them cold, but they are not good cold.
Oh, boy.
Let's try to do this. Wait, no.
Wills, if every time I put down my sweet tea on the table, it sounds like you're ripping. So, boom.
In the meantime, while that's cooking, you can try what just got on. So you want the peanut butter and jelly? The best thing to do is just to pour it all in there and mash the bread up.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just a slab of bread. Like you'll see why they call it shingles.
So what is it?
Just rip it. Yeah.
Great. Wow, this
Yeah.
looks like a communion cracker.
Yeah. It's just a slab of compressed bread.
That's cool.
It's vacuum sealed. So yeah, the best thing to do is just to take a spoon, just pour those both in there.
Wow.
Or I'd say mash the bread up first, then pour that on there, then mix it all
So
around.
just kind of crush it.
Yeah, you can crush it like before. Yeah.
Alright.
Like that's honestly just one of the better ways to eat all this because they give you the spoons, so there's no point getting your hands and all that stuff in there. But with the pound cakes and stuff, you gotta respect them. You gotta.
I love pound cake with passion. Just me being
Actually,
factually.
I'll do that and take some of that. Yeah.
So what do I do with pound cake? I just
Open it and eat it. Kind of a shame we didn't have a first strike bar in here because it would have been pretty funny to see what you think about them.
I need to have like a terrible MRE next episode.
Are you gonna be using a spoon? Because I'll just use this.
Here we go.
Unless you want to keep this.
Huh?
You want to keep this?
Yeah.
You want to keep it?
Oh, you mean like use it?
Just like, I don't know.
I mean, if you want to use it for that, I mean, I got my own thing right here. Nothing like a special spoon.
No, I mean, it's just the emery spoon. Just to give you a more authentic feeling. It's colored poop brown.
Hey, yo, slow down. I like that.
I always liked lemon poppy seed better. But
Really?
that's also, actually, I never got to try. I don't remember trying that.
I might just eat MREs for the rest of my life.
Brandon, no. You say that now. You could only eat the 12 same meals over and over again. Buddy. I was 24, okay.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Take your spoon. Yes. Pop some of that in there.
Let's talk about apocalypse as we make this.
Oh, yeah.
It's only appropriate.
Which kind?
Any type of apocalypse, I guess.
Well, I think zombie apocalypse is always going to be a classic.
Yeah.
Because it's something you can think a lot on and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, what's the likelihood of that happening?
Well, who knows? Give me just a second. There's a type of fungus, I believe, in South America that actually takes over the brains of dead ants and controls them. And then it goes and infects colonies.
Mm-hmm.
It's an actual thing. It's not completely sci-fi. There's a good bit of evidence for it. Ooh, that's piping hot. Whew. Lived on there for a bit too long. It'll cool down the other side, but I think it, obviously, if that fungus was to mutate or something and then go to being a bit more damaging to people, then I think at that point, obviously, I think what the fun in that one is just the concept of being able to survive through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's obviously, well, to me, that's the most interesting part. Because then just kind of messing around and thinking about scenarios that, you could survive through something like that.
You know, when I was reading the Berserk chapter with the eclipse, I always wondered, why did they not bring in the Maori?
It probably would have tried, Brendan. Probably would have tried.
I mean, they could have just carved up the demons and put the flesh on the pavement. I mean, if there wasn't a pavement. For those of you who don't know what Berserk is, probably one of the best anime / manga / media in general.
It's a very, very good cartoon book.
Cartoon book.
You just have to read it backwards.
Yeah.
It's like instead of holding the book like you would normally, you just hold it like it's, I don't know, you're flipping it where the back cover is front, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made any sense at all.
It makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you just read it backwards. And boom, you read a manga.
You tried that yet?
Not yet. Still trying to mix it.
I think this stuff's ready for an interviewer.
Is that the beef?
Yeah. Yeah. This stuff heats up pretty quick.
That's crazy.
Especially when you pour too much water in it.
Be careful with that butter.
Yeah, don't light any matches around here. Unironically, don't.
See, when you said the peanut butter and jelly, I was thinking just a whole sandwich. I was going to be like, yeah.
No, it was a slice of bread.
That you had to crush.
Yeah, you had to crush up. That's what I always found is the best way to do it.
Looks like the peanut butter is overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if any apocalypse would happen, it would really just be the government turning on this.
Yeah.
If you really consider that an apocalypse.
Yeah, that or a meteor or something like that. Those are pretty likely.
I don't consider Jesus coming back as apocalypse. I just consider that as I'm back and game over.
Yeah, at that point, you can't do much about it. But
Yeah. Because I feel like apocalypse is more survivable.
yeah.
You just gotta be really smart, really careful, and plan a lot of things out. Alright, time for me to try these. Ready? Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Not good.
I mean,
It's mediocre. Yeah.
I was a big fan of peanut butter and jelly when I was younger. So it's kind of,
That's all this stuff is, man. It's all just mediocre. There's ones that are better than the others, and of course, comparing this to the beef stew is like, oh, that's gonna be so much better.
Right.
So it's like, that's why certain ones are good.
I mean, you get a good thing of protein, I'm sure. What's this one? Oh, that's the lime. You said this was ready?
Yep.
Surprisingly, they get hot. looks like.
Poop.
Looks like cobbler.
Cobbler.
Yeah, it's got that consistency. Kind of. Maybe. Unless I didn't.
You got a beef cobbler, bro.
Yeah. It looks more chili, like I would say. It's probably the best description.
Pop some Tabasco in there, or are you against that?
Oh, dude.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sauce me up, bro.
Try.
Awesome.
My God, man.
Man, I'm gonna warn you right now. I'm gonna spray some bees, and I don't. I climbed up here earlier and I got stung, so I have to work on right here. They're like right up along this wall. I just don't want them to go and come towards you guys.
We are back. Now we are counter thoughts on the kitchen counter because our neighbor is killing bees with spray, and they're everywhere. So
There's a plurality of bees.
bees.
It's a small government worth them.
Bee. Let me get the. And yes, we are continuing the MRE. Just so y'all know.
There we go.
Ooh.
This might be a little difficult to get out. Put the Tabasco on, I agree.
I mean, we really need more Tabasco. I think I got another bottle in the fridge. Your half.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Maybe.
That'll work.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not, yeah. That's fine.
Oh, it's just a little bit, is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's being used. Probably needs to go anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, I got the beef stew in my presence. Let's try it. Alright.
What do you think?
It's good. I like it.
Good.
Let me put the Tabasco on there.
Good.
I don't think I'm getting any Tabasco. They probably sponsor the military. Oh, I got a little bit. I just got that little. Okay, so you just gotta.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kill it.
I'm pretty sure that's the most I'm gonna get out of it. Alright, let's try this.
Sorry for the ASMR here.
It's a little hotter than usual. Or I just haven't had Tabasco in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at a point where normal Texas pea is like salt to me,
Yeah.
or just vinegar on food. But I mean, it's good. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the life. This is living it up, I guess. Yeah, I like it. It's better than, well, I don't know what it's better than, but. Definitely better than the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, PB&J is pretty mediocre.
Yeah, I'm sure. But I mean, I like peanut butter and jelly. I've grown up off of it. And it's like, it's mediocre, but it's a good type of mediocre.
Reminds you of PB&J.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna use my bowl against those. But yeah, guys, if y'all are shopping at the commissary on the Air Force Base, likely none of y'all are, but who knows? pick you up at MRE and try it.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Eat MREs only.
Please now.
So if you do that, you're crazy.
There goes.
You can have the rest of that.
Oh, the rest of that? Alright. You can take PDJ. There's a pouch in here.
Just an extra piece.
Yeah. So, what else is going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just been doing me for a bit. A lot of thinking about what I want to do as like a career and stuff. Yeah, it's mostly that.
It's good. I'm just trying to work on a career.
Yeah.
If I could just pass the EPA test and not release refrigerant into the atmosphere.
It's only meant for drinking.
You probably put it in Kool-Aid.
That's why I call it cool.
Yeah. I threw bread at you, I'm sorry.
No.
I was over here. Eat.
Well, bread at me, bro. What a duck. Come on.
Eat.
Oh, this is not bad. I mean, it's an MRE. Was there anything in that pouch? Oh, that's the. I keep reading that's the thing in the thing. And then they got Skittles.
I'm gonna divide these up with a fork.
It's 2, 4, 6, 6. Go with the green one. Green one's the best. Something about this, it's different.
It's a preservative they put in there.
Oh.
Probably.
I was never a big fan of like the sour ones that much because the sugar hurt my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just hurt my tooth. But
Yeah, it does it to me too.
This just turned into like a ASMR channel on YouTube. Really just eating.
Now the next one to counter this one, we can try the chicken. It's a chicken Alfredo, I think. Yeah, spinach Alfredo.
So that's the next one?
Yeah, that's the next one.
Okay. I'm already feeling sad.
Me too, because I brought it up.
So what?
Me too, because I brought it up.
Yeah. I mean, I say why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, career pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure career is worth it in the end, I think.
Yeah, I would hope.
How's Elden Ring?
Oh, dude. It's really good. I'm a pretty big fan of it. I think overall, it's amazing to see the stuff that the developers have been able to do and more finally hone in their like, it feels like their vision on what they're trying to make the game. Of course, I think it and some other games like Dark Souls 3 specifically, I think I enjoyed that one a bit more. But I think it's also because I haven't seen the game to its full potential as well. Trying all the different builds and all that, which I think is what the game is more meant for.
Right.
Because of how much you're able to like respec your character and stuff like that, which I think I would definitely like to start trying a bit more.
Yeah, a big thing with Elden Ring is just the open world. I get so lost in that game.
Yeah.
And I bump into something, I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna be able to move forward because this one thing is so big and powerful. It can beat me in one shot.
Yeah. I use the wiki a lot.
Yeah.
That's been a massive help.
Man, I used YouTube a lot when I was playing Dark Souls 1. Might do the same for Elden Ring for certain weapons, but
yeah, I know. My girlfriend's been has been doing mainly a magic build, and that revolves around a specific one called Night Comet, which is essentially just like the regular magic darts from Dark Souls 3, but they're a bit faster and do some more damage.
Gotcha.
She's also doing a magic sword thing. Is it katana? I don't know.
Is it the Uji Katana?
No.
Okay. Well, that's the one you started with if you choose Samurai build.
Yeah. I definitely would like to go through and do some other builds and stuff because I really like the one that I have now, but apparently one of the bosses I'm facing has like really, really high physical resistance. I don't know how much, but it's like instead of me normally doing like around 1,000 hit like damage per hit,
yeah,
I was doing like 300. Dude only had 10k health, so it should have been like a 10-hit fight. Even with Mimic Tier and Flasks going, man, it was pain.
Ooh.
Like, oh my god.
I don't know about that one. See, like, every Souls game I've played, I got to a certain point where it's like, I get to the boss and it'd just be super duper hard and it makes me want to quit. Come back like 10 months later, beat it with ease.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay. The same thing with Doom Eternal. I got so mad at that game, I broke one of my controllers. I mean, it's usable, but, I mean,
yeah, man,
I threw it on the ground and cracked the thing, whatever.
Yeah. I did the same thing with the original Dark Souls, fighting, I think it was Guinevere. The
Hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke a couch.
You broke a couch?
I broke a couch.
How'd you break a couch?
It was more that I just kicked into like the cardboard part of it. Just got angry with that. Just did that and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that again.
You want to know something crazy though? With the Dark Souls games, I never really flinched when it came to like games being hard. But with Doom Eternal, it just summons so much like anger, and pain and hatred.
Yeah.
You can have the last one, and I was just like, I can't do it because Doom Eternal or just Doom games in general, you gotta be very aggressive. You can't stop and breathe. Can't smell the roses. And when you do, you immediately get interrupted with demons that you gotta kill. So it's just like, okay. So that's major pain. Mega pain.
I think it's best. It is a pretty big balance with the game.
Right.
All the different mechanics, like the flame belch and the chainsaw, but it all kind of balances out. A really good thing to do is if you get super shotgun upgraded, it will light enemies on fire and it gives you armor.
Yeah.
So you catch them with that and then you chainsaw them, so then you're not wasting the flame belch. So it's stuff like that, just working to maintain as much health and armor as possible. That's the majority of what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always liked the premise of the game though.
Yeah.
Just kill.
Yeah, it's a very satisfying game. I love the graphics.
Right. Unless you're playing on the Switch, or just played on.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the Switch. I do like it a lot, but the graphics just
egregious.
Crying against humanity. But yeah,
it's just. Oh man, I've seen Outer Worlds on the Switch, and I remember you were telling me not to get it on the Switch.
No.
Just go PS4. Then I got it on the PS4. I haven't beat it yet. I don't know if I is it in space for Elden Ring?
Yeah.
I think. But I mean, yeah. When I was looking at it for Switch, I was like, it'd be nice to get. And the next thing you know, I look at the reviews and everything, and it's like, no, don't get it. Not even worth it. And you called it too, so it's just like
it's a fun game. I like the graphics, and I think this concept of the story is cool.
Yeah.
It just felt very restrictive and very small overall. You could go to different planets and stuff, but they were just other planets with different skins. That's all they really were. Like, there was minor differences and stuff, and the factions were pretty cool. But like, it got to a point where my character was so strong that like the guards in certain areas just didn't even matter.
right.
Like, I was just more powerful than all of them were. So it was just like, your threats mean nothing, and then if a character would annoy me, it'd just be over. Just like the entire little thing is wiped out. And just like, I can just continue to function like this. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's nice to give characters freedom to do that, but it's also like, man, you could have given me a little something else if you gave me the freedom to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I feel like a lot of like open world games can lose their taste and their interest in the overall. I want to say the openness of the world in those games, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like the proper term, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But there's just some games where it's like with Shadow of War, I drug myself to play and beat it, and when I got to the end, I was like, this story is just terrible. I mean, there was no reason to continue it from Shadow of Mordor, because Shadow of Mordor had better graphics. How? Tell me how you're going to be an older game and have better graphics than your sequel.
I'm still thinking about the original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. This is the rehydrated.
Oh no!
Oh my god, bro!
They call it rehydrated.
Yeah, it was a new edition. They remade the game. They remastered it. Like, it was amazing. It has all new graphics and it has even better mechanics and stuff.
Right.
People are actually speedrunning it now. Yeah.
That's crazy.
There was a pretty big community for it. It's insane.
I mean, everyone's like speedrunning everything these days.
Yeah. Somehow it was SpongeBob. Like,
SpongeBob. I'd speedrun it. It's probably easy.
bro. Don't blaspheme like that, man. Come on. Don't do that. No, it's a really good game, man.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very good reliving that part of my past.
Complete Saga.
Oh, yeah.
No better game than that game, in my opinion. And if anyone wants to like argue with me later, I'm open for arguments.
So wait, now the question is,
Okay.
do you mean all games or just the Lego games?
All games.
All? No, okay, now you're wrong. That's
Well, what would be the better game then?
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Cap.
Absolutely not, bro.
Cap.
Absolutely.
Cap.
I think you're just wrong.
Nah.
There's no debating this. I think objectively Metal Gear Solid, because you could just watch the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, but like, why watch it if you could play it in Lego form?
Then you can just play that in Battlefront.
But Battlefront has like loot boxes.
Not the originals.
Well, the original ones are outdated, and you don't have as much characters. Okay. The Battlefront Star Wars games are amazing, like the older ones. But like, you didn't get all the characters like the complete saga. You got characters that didn't even matter. Like,
I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, that's fair.
Because like, I mean, it was Lego, sure, but like, you also had customer. What?
Customer.
You had character customization.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And that was nice. And then I think Lego Star Wars 3, the one with the Clone Wars, that one came out. That was not bad. They were different.
I loved it.
Especially when you could do like what was the one where you can battle? You have like armies and stuff. And take over bases.
That was so cool.
That was amazing.
I think I was like, I was 14, maybe 15 years old when that came out. Maybe a little younger, but that just, for Star Wars games before, that was just incredible.
Yeah. I had to be at least 12.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big game.
I think that one was better than
Blade Saga.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had a very big emotional connection to the Clone Wars characters in there.
Fair enough.
I will.
They did have more characters in the Clone Wars.
So cool.
I think even like the cheat code characters that you can get in the game were.
Yeah.
They had Cad Bane.
That Cad Bane.
You know what? You might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right. It might have been better. You had Cad Bane.
Cad Bane is really good.
Have you watched any of like any of the new Star Wars stuff that's come out since like the 7th?
Some stuff. I haven't. I watched the 7th and the 8th. I'm not gonna watch the 9th. Didn't watch the 9th. Didn't like it. Just hearing the reviews, like even then, I wasn't a fan of.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Yeah.
I keep seeing memes about that. I was like, what?
It's so bad, man. I hate it. Like I think it's just made for a younger audience. I think that's all it is. That it's not supposed to be like a movie for Star Wars fans, which of course is upsetting. And there are people who can enjoy movies, but it wasn't a movie for me because a lot of the stuff is just hard to get through.
Yeah. I think. Ooh.
Luke drinking the milk is pretty cool, though.
You said what?
Luke drinking the milk is pretty cool, though.
Oh yeah, that was. Woo. I'm gonna get some blue milk myself. Get some blue food dye and give myself some kind of disease. I don't like food dye at all. I don't believe it's edible. Even if you put it in, mix it in with no. Do not mix it in with my food, even if it's a dessert. Which is probably in like cupcakes, like the cheap ones you can get at Walmart. I'm sure.
If you think about it, food dye.
Oh my goodness. You know.
Got your ass.
I mean, think about the consistency of food dye. It's oily, right, and kind of like ink.
Food butter.
But oily nonetheless. It's butter. It's all butter. I'm pretty sure the entire MRE was butter. I mean...
No, that's what the U.S. government's looking for.
Huh?
No, that's what the Army's looking for.
Yeah.
For butter.
Oh, man.
That's why they put it in the MRE so they can feed the troops.
I mean, can you blame them? I'm pretty sure if you just had, like, butter... And that was it. I'm pretty sure you can feel some sort of hunger.
It's butter and potatoes, I think.
Butter and potatoes?
I think so. It's butter.
Some people put butter in bread, like biscuits.
Yeah. If it's okay, if you're making like.
Well, I mean, just like to put on top. With
I was gonna say, that's pretty good too. But I was saying, you put the butter on there and then you toast it, so it gives it a nice crust to it. It tastes real good. It's essentially deep frying the bread in a way.
Air fry. That'd be actually really good.
You can put it into a toaster oven, air fryer, I'm assuming.
Just fry your bread.
Yeah, fry your bread.
Yeah, actual fry, get like the oil and everything, and put like
you squeeze it, put it, smoosh it into the bread.
Yeah. Just put it in the oil and just have it go.
Oh.
Fry it.
What's wrong with you, man?
Everything's wrong with me. I have problems. Anyone who knows me can tell you. It is foul. And you know what else is foul?
Birds?
Yeah. They're also from the government. They're spying on us.
Yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise.
They're powered by butter.
I say that, but then you can tell me otherwise. I mean,
no, they're powered by butter. That's why they like bread.
There are machines that watch us, and machines have butter. And they run off butter.
Their gears.
Huh?
That's what they use to lubricate their gears. They use butter.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta use something to lubricate the gears for that machine. So, especially how small it is, you need to have it to its utmost performance.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
But here's one thing, and it's more of a question.
Okay.
So, Biden is trying to push us to do electronic cars. Most of the cars we have now run off oil. And I already discussed that, oil has well, butter makes oil if you heat it up.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're putting butter in your car.
So
I'm sorry, I couldn't stop. I couldn't not.
So now the question is, do you?
I mean, the question is, how do you think the government's going to react when Biden pushes the entire electronic cars, Tesla, whatever else is
I don't know. I have no clue. I think it's going to destabilize the butter market, and I think we're going to go into a butter session. Simple as that.
Right. I mean, do you think that's a good step for us, for humanity, and for the... Thank you. It came with gum, the MRE.
Yeah.
But, do you think that it's a good step forward that the president is pushing electronic cars instead of cars that take butter?
Well, I mean, if you look at a lot of the emissions that make up electronic cars and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing about the same. I don't know. I think it's not going to do a whole lot. It's going to be relatively the same thing when you're going and mining for lithium,
Right.
putting ridiculous amounts of stuff into the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I understand it, but I don't know. I think this kind of magnets would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I got some butter in my fridge and my car's low on oil, so it should be an easy fix. Just gotta drain whatever's at the bottom and then just throw a stick in there. It'll melt. I think I have olive oil butter. So it's olive oil, but it's been I don't know if it's concentrated or left out or what, but it kind of makes a buttery. It's not really butter.
So you're gonna put that into your car?
Yeah, I mean, it's all I got in my fridge. Hey, listen, this apartment and the rent and what I'm paying, I gotta do what I gotta do. Even though I want to buy everything else in the world, and it's my fault that I do.
Just go and steal, man.
Yeah, just
simple as that.
Why not? The MRE came with salt and some matches.
Moist towelette, matches, napkin, and then your coffee stuff. I haven't tried this. I have a pack at home that I've been wanting to use.
Gotcha.
And then this is called creamer non-dairy dry for coffee or tea.
See, I don't need no creamer or sugar. Just mud water.
But no, seriously, something that you can do is just take a single little napkin, pour a little bit in there, and then compact it down a lot, and then just put it in your lid. It might take a bit of time, but it's a good way to get the coffee taste. So.
Gotcha.
This
is a good way to avoid cancer.
Yeah.
More or less?
Yeah.
A little more?
Try to get it into the center. No, just get the
the ones that are in there? Alright.
So.
Probably should have done put it in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's overly sexual.
So how do I...
So just fold it up and make it real tiny.
Oh, okay. Just a little pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. So stuff falls out. Just try to get that as small as you can. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna dry your mouth out a little bit, so you probably take a drink of water or something.
There's the green bottle.
That huge bottle.
Bro, it's
It's
where I keep my refrigerant. Yeah. When I want to release it into the atmosphere from time to time.
Well, you gotta tell me where you got that for two. How much does that hold?
I got it for Christmas, but they got it at Walmart. And this is about 4 liters, so it's a little over a gallon.
It was 4 liters. Good Lord.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is a really cool jug.
Yeah. For everyone that knows, yes, it's the big green jug.
It looks like it's just a fire, fire extinguisher. It's that big.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It'll strip down to get it started.
But yeah, oh, like one of those matches just for why not?
Come on ahead. Just don't do it over the sink or something.
I just want to see if these things work. You know?
They do. I've burnt myself with them. No.
Cool.
Because yeah, those are meant to light when it's dry and stuff. Or light.
You should break them off?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just like signs out.
It's like cardboard. But you can use use those when they're moist and stuff. So if they're like damp, or if it's like really humid, you can still use them.
Gotcha.
Like, you gotta kind of hold to the tip of it and then move your finger away real quick. Don't burn yourself.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. You got fire there.
You're.
Dip that in some water and toss it.
No, I'm gonna toss it. Start a fire. Burn out the entire pond. Why not?
Be amazing.
I wonder if the bees are gone.
I don't know. Take a look out here.
Finally turn this back into Porch Thoughts.
Yeah.
No, it's just cooking crap in Brandon's kitchen. Yeah, I think it's good. We are back again, and there's not a lot of wasps or bees out here. The dude said. I think he lied. I think he was talking about the butter nest, because butter has a consciousness. Butter has a conscience, and
It has a consciousness.
Consciousness. Yeah.
So what else,
an
man?
MRE.
Yeah, it is an MRE.
It's not too bad. I'm just kind of like looking outside at the trees.
Yeah. You can see the horses anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
Where'd they go?
I think they're might be in the stable over there. This is the cow stable.
Yeah, probably. Probably too hot out here for them.
My dad knows the person. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
Like 500 of the time. It's pretty cool. I mean, living out here in an apartment by myself has been fun but rough. Fun but rough.
What do you enjoy about it?
Sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy sleeping a lot. Just
Yeah.
because, my dad, he would wake me up a lot.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot. It was mainly my mom, I guess, when I was in school.
Yeah.
But when I got out of school, I was still living with them when I graduated. She didn't wake me up, so it was like, I guess I can't really.
I get you.
It's more of like a, what do I enjoy about graduation type.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but just living by myself, I just feel like I'm just sending in my bearings to enter life.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like if I don't pursue like a career or a big job or anything, this is where it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wouldn't like to stay in this position where, like, if something happened where I was held back from what I want to do at college, I wouldn't mind just doing this for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So I can enjoy hanging out with friends more often and not having to be super duper busy.
Mm-hmm. Just take a little bit of time for you.
Yeah.
I get it.
And just like enjoy having an apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that though, like the apartment that I chose is like far away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's far from my parents, it's far from work, it's far from college, church, you name it. And it almost makes it an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention I'm paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's like you almost want to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Or just move back to mommy and daddy's.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind. I feel like doing that. I wouldn't have too much freedom of like starting up a podcast.
Yeah.
Someone like walking in the room and be like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, you want to be a part of it? We're just like, just
I get you.
I mean, I I just feel like I'm treated as more of an adult from older people. And my parents.
Yeah. Here, paper.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's genius. Genius idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the better parts of the MREs.
Yeah.
That's why I like them.
So what is like some stuff that was like what is the wildest thing you've seen going into the army or being at basic?
So, some people in one of the other platoons had stolen a couple boxes of MREs, and at one point after they were doing like whatever they were doing right before most of the drill sergeants went home at the end of the training week, they ran off to go somewhere that people really shouldn't have gone in the first place, and took boxes of MREs with them and got caught. And of course that made the rest of the drill sergeants be like, yeah, okay, we'll give you guys amnesty if you bring out all your contraband or whatever. And they never stayed true to their word on that. Every time that we would get amnesty, we'd just get punished anyway. So it was like but anyway, so they were given the offer of amnesty, and everyone brought their stuff out, and we had stuff as well, which in the past we hadn't brought anything out because we just really didn't have the ability to get anything. But at that point they they turned all their stuff in, which was, I don't think they had any dip or anything like that, but they still, our drill sergeant still got onto us for having anything at all, and we were just so lucky that he was the drill sergeant on CQ, which means he was the one who stayed there overnight. So he proceeded to just smoke the skin off these guys. Like, oh my gosh, it was until like I think 3 in the morning, and he had them doing stuff like holding a squat and then jumping forward or backwards.
What?
At a cadence, and like as if they were tanks. So he would say like advance, and then he'd say fire, and they'd have to jump back.
Oh man.
It was so strange. And then he did something that was, it's where you would hold your arm out and then do this, and it was like you're picking cherries, put them in a basket, and then I think it's like there's butterflies or something, and it makes you like you pull it in and do like that. I don't know what, it was so strange. And he just did this for like maybe 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, it was rough. And then at the end, he sat all of them down. It's like, what do you guys think? How you guys think I'm doing as a drill sergeant? It was just so like. He was really good with like the psychological stuff. He was.
I sound like my dad when he punished me. The majority of it was psychological, so it was just like, I'm sorry.
Has Lewis told you anything about red phase in basic?
I don't think he has.
No. So for us, red phase was the first 3 weeks. That you're kind of.
Yeah. He told me a little bit of it.
Yeah. So the platoon before us in the cycles, they were in the same like. Their drill sergeant acted like it was the first 3 weeks the entire time they were in basic, because anytime they would get a privilege, they would lose it by doing something. So they stayed in essentially the first 3 weeks for like 14 weeks of basic. It was just, or 14 weeks of OSIT, or however long it was. Could have been 17, I'm not sure. But all the platoons would have these mottos and stuff. and it would be like, if the mind can't comprehend, the body must pay. A lot of stuff like that, you know, which is kind of like, I don't know, it is what it is. But theirs was, we love our pennies, because that was like the symbol of being in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
That sounds amazing.
That was, remember he made them do, I think it was 140 something, 150 something mountain climbers in dress blues. Or in their like dress uniform.
Ooh.
He
That
was
does something.
that was notorious. But yeah, I'd say that was probably the craziest thing I'd seen. What about you? Can you make up a story about when you went to basic?
I went there and I saw the Russian guy from Rocky who killed Apollo Creed, and he had like a big thing of vodka.
Okay.
And he like smashed it over my head.
He was your drill sergeant?
And he said, "We're apologize." I don't know if that's offensive. I apologize if it is, I don't care. But I also apologize. But yeah, no. I think I don't know. I don't know a lot of things I've seen that's too crazy that I can think of off the top of my head.
You ever seen Alien?
Alien?
Yeah, or Ghost or Bigfoot?
Nah.
No, you never seen any of that?
I haven't even seen Ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to mess with the dead or anything.
Yeah. Have their arrest.
Well, I think there's one thing I can really say that I thought was pretty crazy. It was in Germany. I used to live there for about like 6 years in total. But I mean, we went there in New Jersey, then back.
Okay.
This was the first time we were in Germany, I think. And the public bathrooms, you have to pay to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one lady who, I don't know if she was like homeless or what, or she didn't have money that day, but she needed to take a dump. So she took a dump on the side of the building. Yeah. And I was like, oh, well,
That's just a homeless person.
that's cursed. Very okay. We get it. You got a motorcycle. I didn't even sound like a motorcycle.
What? My God.
I think they filled it with butter. The wrong kind of butter. It wasn't synthetic butter.
Pure grain butter.
Pure
That's what they put in alcohol as well. The purity of butter.
Oh boy.
Right.
Pain. Yeah. Well, what is the time? It's 4:40. It's been about an hour of recording, so
Yeah, sounds good, man.
go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you want to plug? Instagram, YouTube,
No.
whatever?
Not at all. Never.
Just follow Evan in real life. Like you see the dude, he's tall, he's got hair.
I don't have hair. I'm
Yeah,
Paul.
if
Call me
you see him in
Horus.
real life, just follow him. And yeah, you can follow my Instagram at Porch Thoughts.
Porch Thoughts.
Porch Thoughts _ I'll put it in the description when I get this on YouTube. So yeah.
Horse Thoughts.
Huh?
Horse Thoughts.
Horse Thoughts. Yeah, the
Horse.
horses are out.
Yeah, Horse Thoughts.
Yeah. Nay. All right. Well.
This is goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love y'all. Come back for the next episode, or I'll find where you live. They're probably just like, whoa.
That's funny.
The little voice thing is kind of going.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.